Sweetizens, our first S-rank support character, Astra, is about to debut. Astra does 3 things. She looks cute, buffs your team, and also sings. Wait, wrong track. I played and tested Astra extensively, and in this video, I will go over how she works, how she compares versus our other supports, and my build and polling recommendations. As usual, footage in this video comes from the Creator Experience server, and there might be changes on release. First, a quick overview of how Astra works. Astra's gameplay mainly involves using her skill to trigger a quick assist, after which you swap onto your DPS and she enters the idyllic cadenza state. I like to call this state her singing state. During this time, Astra becomes invulnerable and continues to sing in the back. Astra's singing state grants 3 buffs. First, it increases all allies' damage by 20% and crit damage by 25%. Second, if Astra has enough energy, she lets your on-field character trigger a quick assist. If you follow through, Astra will consume energy and deal some damage off-field. If you ignore the quick assist trigger, the prompt will go away after 2 seconds, but will trigger again 1 second later. This can take a bit of getting used to, since there are times where it's flashing, but you don't want to cancel your combo. I learned to not let it bother me too much and use the quick assist when I wanted to. Third, when any character swaps in via a quick assist, defensive assist, evasive assist, or chain attack, both Astra and that character gain a flat attack buff of up to 1200 attack, scaling based on Astra's own attack. The buff lasts for 20 seconds, but can be extended to 30 seconds with repeated triggers, so the uptime is pretty high. You keep the buff even when you swap to other characters, so Astra can buff the attack of all your characters. Astra's singing mode has no time limit, so she can stay in the state indefinitely while you're in combat. Swapping back to Astra will automatically trigger her special attack and proc a quick assist. Usually, you don't swap back into her unless you want to farm more quick assists or if you want to cast her ultimate. Astra's ultimate heals the team for almost 3k at max level and also changes the next 2 quick assists into chain attacks. This effect can be very strong on characters that can trigger special effects with their chain attacks. The ultimate itself also triggers a quick assist, so your next character after Astra will automatically trigger their chain attack when you swap over. 3 other things about Astra. First, her own on-field attacks deal very little damage and are not worth using. Her hold basic does have a little bit of a suction effect, but the area of effect is not very big and doesn't actually group well. Astra's off-field attacks also do not deal very much damage, but it's free and will add around 5% extra damage to the team. Second, Astra's special quick assist has 2 phases. During the first second it's triggered, it has an extra flash around the icon. If you swap your character during this time, it counts as a precise assist and lets Astra deal some extra damage. It's nice if you can get it, but I wouldn't worry too much about timing it perfectly every time, since you're not losing out on very much damage even if she doesn't proc this. Finally, quick assists usually always swap you to the next character, but while Astra is in the singing state, she herself cannot be the target of a quick assist. This is pretty nice since it lets you quick assist back and forth between your other 2 characters. Her additional ability is also very easy to activate, but it's also not that impactful. So how does Astra compare to our other supports? Just buffs alone, Astra is number 1, both in terms of what she buffs and her uptime. In addition, she lets you have almost 100% uptime as well on the new drive disc set Astral Voice, which at max stacks is stronger than our other support sets. Astra herself also requires no on-field time to maintain her buffs, which is really nice. In Shiyu defense, compared to teams with Lucy, teams with Astra cleared over 20% quicker. Teams with Caesar cleared around 10% quicker. In particular though, replacing Nicole for Astra on the Julian team was a significant improvement, as well as replacing Sokaku for Astra on the Ellen team. Both of these teams cleared over 50% quicker with Astra. The extra quick assists helped Ellen quite a bit, letting her quick charge her dash attack, and the extra chain attacks are very useful for Julian to help her restock her bullets. Astra is also quite strong for Haramasa, since chain attacks also let him immediately spawn the quivers, as well as letting his next basic attack 5 generate additional quivers. Here are some other characters that benefit additionally from Astra's extra quick assists and chain attacks. In terms of Astra's build, it's fairly straightforward. You really want to hit the initial 3.4k attack required to maximize her attack buff. Initial attack is the number that directly shows up on your stat page here before you enter combat. To hit this number, you will need attack percent main stats on your disk drive 4, 5, and potentially 6 as well, depending on which W engine you're using. Astra's signature W engine will help you hit this attack more easily since it has a higher base attack and attack percent main stat. However, I don't think it's worth polling for, as you can generally hit the number even without her W engine, and the buff it gives is not that much stronger compared to our other support W engines. The extra energy gain is nice, but also doesn't feel that impactful in combat. Both Lucy and Sokaku's W engine are good alternatives. Nicole's and Rina's can work as well, but the uptime will be worse. Here's a chart showcasing the W engine and disk drive main stat pairings. In general, make sure to hit the attack first before looking for crit and crit damage substats. For Astra's skill priority, you will want to first max her special attack. This directly increases her bonus damage and crit damage buff, as well as her own off-field damage. After this skill, I would level her chain/ultimate, and as for the rest, you don't have to level if you want to save on materials. I personally think Astra at M0 is a good stopping point. If you want to invest into Astra further, I would definitely go for her M1 over her W engine. I think if you like Astra and how her mechanics work, the M1 could be worth going for. Astra's M1 reduces enemies all type res by 18%, and the damage increase will be around 13 to 20%. It also gives her an extra 1000 decibels at the beginning of combat, and grants all characters one instance of invulnerability every 60 seconds. The iframe can be really nice, especially when you're challenging the tower mode. Astra's M2 further increases her attack buff as well as the scaling, but the damage increase will only be around 10% since she buffs so much attack already. The increase in the scaling decreases her attack requirements from 3.4k to 2.9k. This, along with the extra follow-up instance, lets her start dealing reasonable damage. Astra's M4 lets you trigger a free quick assist and grants buffs to quick assists of different agent types. It's nice, but not super impactful. Astra's M6 though is quite OP. In addition to the huge multiplier increase, an extra 80% crit rate means you can just focus on building attack percent and crit damage on her, and you will have a powerful singer dealing damage off-field. Even at M6, Astra doesn't really play on-field, since her multiplier increases are on her off-field attacks. In summary, if you like your current DPSs, I definitely recommend polling for Astra. She will make any team stronger and give your current characters more on-field time. If you don't like how your current characters play, I would prioritize polling a DPS that you enjoy playing first. For example, our upcoming Evelyn. Since Astra brings almost no additional gameplay, if you're not having fun with your current DPSs, she won't really change that. In terms of the meta, you want to aim for at least 2 and ideally 3 strong teams endgame, covering 3 to 4 different attributes. In ZZZ, fighting enemies with the correct attribute can make a huge difference. Not only will your characters deal 20% more damage, they will also build attribute anomaly and days 20% quicker. If you only have 1 strong team currently, or if you have 2 strong teams with a Caesar, then upgrading your 4-star support to Astra might not make as big of a difference in the short term versus if you built an entirely new team to cover another attribute. While I do recommend Astra, and she feels fairly future-proof, you can also pull for her on the reruns. Oh, also, remember you can always wait for Evelyn's early access videos before making a final decision if you're torn between the two. Thank you for watching. Feel free to ask on stream or let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Good luck to those polling for our singer, and I'll see you on stream or in my next video.